Laura Ingraham Show, 855-40-LAURA. Donna Rice Hughes is an old friend of mine. She's just not old, young friend of mine from many years ago. She's the president and CEO of a terrific organization, Enough is Enough, and she's known around the world as a advocate for child safety on the Internet. She's a film producer, inspirational speaker, author, and she's been doing this work since 1994. A way to make the Internet and the new technological world we live in safer for children. And part of what Donna has done, which a lot of people don't know, is that she actually helped inspire and create this Internet safety program with the Department of Justice. And it's supported by a bipartisan group of legislators and senators. And Trump and Clinton both agree on this, that we got to protect these kids out there and do a much better job of doing it. And Donna Rice Hughes joins us now. Donna, great to talk to you. How are you?
Hey, Laura, it is great to talk to you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. So Donna, tell us how this pledge and this legislation will actually have a practical and positive effect on what is it's a minefield out there on the Internet for children.
Well, it absolutely is. And the Children's Internet Safety Presidential Pledge is very specific. It's focused on the prevention of the sexual exploitation of children online, not by new legislation, Laura, but by enforcing the existing federal laws that we already have. Those are the obscenity laws that refer to hardcore pornography. They have been completely ignored under the Obama administration and previously under the Clinton administration, which is one of the reasons now we have 83% of boys and 57% of girls who have seen group sex online. That's current. And a large number have seen bestiality. This is the new normal for what kids are getting online. This type of material is not protected under the First Amendment, and yet we're the number one producers in the world. Our kids here are seeing it and also around the world. So that needs to be fixed. Also, better resources for child pornography, sex trafficking laws. All these laws are combined. We've got to go at this from the top, and appointing an attorney general who will be aggressive on this is absolutely key. So that's the beginning. The second piece of this is there's one law that we passed that actually was not overturned by the Supreme Court that requires schools and libraries to filter child pornography and pornography. However, libraries across the country are not complying with that law, so we need greater oversight there. So there's just a tremendous amount. We're just basically saying, be the law and order candidate. We cannot cherry pick the laws anymore, what we're going to enforce and what we're not going to enforce.
You know what I always say, Donna, you know what I always say about this is that all these celebrities, all these Hollywood celebrities, who claim to be these big defenders of kids, and we're all about the kids, and they're about the anti-bullying and all this, and
yes.
They'll dip in and out of this issue, and there's some horrible tragedy of some poor girl or boy made fun of or something. But when it comes to this issue, I've seen very little done by the people with the big microphones who are now yapping about how bad Trump is. Okay, they're very circumspect about getting involved here, and I think one of the reasons is because their industry is perpetually sexualizing at an earlier age young girls, right, young boys, and they're part of the problem. Whether it's on billboards, Donna, or whether it's on screen, big screen or little screen, young people are having sexual activity earlier. They're pushing sexual transitions. All of this stuff ends up, I think, emboldening the predators and making the whole environment far more sexualized than it ever should be at these young ages. And I think they're part of the problem, frankly.
Well, Well, I do too. And here's the thing. I'm just going to read you some numbers because this is atrocious. And let me just say this. Donald Trump did sign the pledge. Hillary Clinton did not sign the pledge, citing that they have a policy against signing pledges. However, they did send us a letter of support. So, as you know, I'm going to put my nonprofit hat on. We don't oppose or endorse or, support any candidate. But I'm a conservative, all right? So I really see this as a winner for Donald Trump, especially because he stepped up and he says, I'm the law and order candidate, and making America safe again is about also making the internet safer for children and families for the first time ever, because it hasn't been. The bad guys have run amok on the internet. And look, listen to this, Laura.
Yep.
A 774% increase in the number of child pornography images and videos since 2011. All right? And the trend with child pornography is down to infants. That's how bad it is. Every day, children in the United States are sold for sex and often advertised on pages like sites like Backpage.com. Searches for teen porn has more than tripled in the past 10 years. So this is crazy. And porn users, a lot of this hardcore material that's out there, this is not protected speech. It's actually, the demand is so great that many of the people in the pornography are trafficked women and children. So this whole underground sexual exploitation industry goes hand in hand, whether it's the traffickers, the child pornographers, the obscenity producers, it all goes together. And parents cannot enforce the law. Parents have had to. You're a mom of stray kids. You can't do it by yourself. And we need to get these laws enforced. And I think the